it's kind of like if I was single.
Right.
It's like screwing in the bathroom of a bar versus like hooking up at a nice hotel. At the end of the day, they both had their place and their time, but you didn't want to do them both at the same time. Is that a fair parallel?
So ATX Food guy is here with us today.
Now.
Welcome to the show.
Hello, everybody.
Yummy! We have with us,
Heyo,
Mr. ATX Food guy. I mean, he just keeps it simple.
Yes,
he's
that's right.
not
Yep.
the connoisseur of Austin, Texas Vittles. He's just like, listen, I eat food. I take pictures of it. You like the pictures. That's all that matters.
pretty much. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Let's talk about food. How long have you been in Austin?
14 years.
All right, that's a fair
That's
judge
a long time.
of food.
I actually just hit it, August 20th.
There we go.
Congratulations.
Where are you originally from?
Victoria, Texas.
Okay, so you're a Texan.
A couple hours south.
You're in Austin. Let's start off with an easy one.
Okay.
Best breakfast taco.
Valentina's. Hands down.
Evander Holyfield, real deal Holyfield.
Real deal Holyfield.
Okay,
Hands down.
All right.
there we go. That was easy.
That was quick.
Easy.
Wow.
He knew it. It didn't even have to.
No.
He didn't even have
He said
to.
best breakfast, and he was like Valentina's.
Yeah.
He
It didn't even have to
say
be taco. Just best breakfast, like, hands down.
Yeah, that
100%.
it's what is it, a $9 breakfast taco?
Yeah.
But you can only eat one.
Yeah.
right.
Really?
It's
And I mean, we're bigger dudes.
what are you talking about?
I only go for one. The only time I ever get a second one is if I'm curious about another taco on the menu and I'm only going to take one bite.
Right, and then you
know,
save it for
and then
later
I-
or whatever.
Give it to someone else at the table
Right,
or whatever.
There you go. There you go.
So,
All right. So, wow, that was
Yeah.
easy. Best.
Okay.
All
Show's
right.
over. Good night, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's your best. Let's take, because every taco eater in Austin,
Every
Right.
person,
Which
who
is
lives
every
in
person
Austin.
is in
Every
Austin.
person who
Yeah.
lives in Austin.
what's your little taco trailer, your little hole in the wall?
Smokin' Rose taco joint behind Latchkey.
What? Mm-hmm. Where's Latchkey?
Latchkey's on
Yeah,
East.
I love when people mention something
Yeah.
behind something I haven't even heard of.
Yeah. So Latchkey is a bar on East 6th. It has the tin can that's like drunk.
And just so everybody knows, our camera guys are looking at me like,
Yeah.
you call yourself
Right?
an Austinite. You don't know Latchkey.
So Smokin' Rose taco joint behind Latchkey over on
Okay.
East 6th. As much as I love it. I think Austin tacos generally suck.
What?
I'll say it. So my two places that I just mentioned, Smokin' Rose, Valentina's, both started from people from San Antonio.
Oh, no. We've got one of them among us.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Wow. You
Well-
think the San Antonio taco is better than the Austin taco?
Well, I'm from farther south than
Than
even San Antonio. So,
Yeah.
like,
So what do you look for in a taco?
the tortilla is very important.
Okay.
I'm looking for homemade, which both of those places do. Most places, they purchase their stuff.
Right.
Or, see, my biggest thing is that if you're going to spend a lot of time on the ingredients, like the contents of the taco, why are you putting it in just a store-bought piece of crap?
Fair enough.
Like,
Yeah.
it should add flavor. Everything that you're using should matter.
Right.
And if you're just phoning it home on the tortilla, then
Right.
I'm kind of out of it.
I understand that. Fair enough. When somebody tells me they make their tortillas there, I make
Yeah.
sure to go there.
100%.
I make sure to go there. That's a fair assessment. However, I would say that we have enough places in Austin that make their tortilla make theirs in house, that it's not fair to just blanket
Right.
wash.
Yeah, and I don't. I mean, there's
I
a
would
few
say
places,
we're probably at 25% house made, 75%, right? Is that
Yeah, I would say so. It's
Yeah.
definitely a lot less
Right.
than.
Well, there are so many places.
Yeah,
that have
there's a lot
tacos,
of
and it's-
places. Like I still love One in a Million, and they buy all their tortillas from somewhere else.
Do you ever get what is it called?
Oh yeah, the Don Juan,
The Don Juan, yeah.
100%. Been going there since I was a poor college kid.
Yeah.
but wasn't in college, I guess. So
All right, so we're gonna move away from tacos because we've already lost half our audience.
go ahead. Send all the hate my way.
All right, let's talk about. I feel like you're a steak guy.
Actually, not so much.
God damn you! What the?
But I'm a barbecue guy.
Okay, fair enough.
100% barbecue guy.
Yeah.
Okay, what are we talking? Just a brisket guy, or are we talking?
No, I mean brisket is king.
Right.
I'm a Texan.
Right.
You know? I typically, I tend to lean more towards sausage over pork ribs.
Okay.
I think that's more of an old school barbecue thing.
Right.
Sausage was very important because it was cheap to produce and all that stuff. But if it's barbecue, I'll chow down.
So,
barbecue.
I went to. Let me preface this with back in December of 2017. I visited all the top 50 barbecue places in Texas, according to Texas
Good.
Monthly.
Oh man, that's on my bucket list to do one year.
So the two that made my personal top 10 in the state, the only two that are in Austin are La-BBQ and Valentina's.
Okay.
But with that said, my two go-tos for barbecue are Terry Black's, if I'm in the downtown
Because you're a sausage
area,
guy.
and Stiles Switch, because I live pretty close by.
Okay.
So let's talk about your pocket places. What are the places that, if you don't think, there's usually 3 to 5 places we all have that if you don't think, you'll end up there because you just know it's good, you know you love it, it hits the spot.
So I live slightly north central-ish, so Enchiladas y Mas is one of them.
Okay.
Over on Anderson. This will be a surprise to people, but oh God, this is another San Antonio thing. I will actually go to Bill Miller's for fried chicken. And carne guisada. Don't ever go there for barbecue. But if you want fried chicken or a carne guisada taco,
I'm
Miller's.
a big fan of carne asada.
I'm telling you.
Big fan.
Try it out.
And there's one, like I live right around here, so there's one on Ben White.
Oh, yeah.
Really? Mm-hmm. I'm going to take you up on that.
Do it. Top Notch, which
Okay.
is the old burger place up on Burnett. Let me think
Top
about
Notch is, what's the place that's in McConaughey's movie?
Yeah.
That's it,
Yeah,
right?
that's it. Dazed and
See, I
Confused.
haven't made it there yet.
That place it's solid. I go there, and they're open fairly late for the area. And yeah, I think my fourth spot would probably, I tend to either end up at Whataburger or Chipotle a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm not.
You are a
I'm not
basic
fancy
bitch.
all the time.
Yeah.
You are a
seriously.
basic
Yeah.
bitch.
I saw that mouse jump into the thing in the Bastrop Whataburger. Did y'all see that?
Yeah.
I'd still probably eat it if it's from Whataburger.
He's like, wait, does that mean half off burgers?
yeah, that's right. That's right. I'll take 2 if that's the case.
What
yeah.
a mouse! Come on, sold.
Yeah.
What's the best meal you've had in the last 3 months in Austin?
Last 3 months.
I know you've been traveling. Maybe do we need to go 6 months?
No, I think I would still hand it to Red Ash.
Okay.
Red Ash, it's weird. Every time I try to get in there, they're booked on reservations.
Yeah, that's kind of a thing.
Yeah,
It's like
and no one talks about it.
Yeah, no one ever talks about.
No one talks about Red Ash.
Everyone's like, "Oh, you haven't been?" It's like, well, when the fuck did you
Yeah,
go?
like I try like on a Monday I'll try to get in Friday or say no.
Yeah.
And I'll look like the next week, no.
Yeah.
And then I'm like,
It'll be like 2 or 3 weeks out.
Yeah.
They're booked. It's
a
ridiculous.
Italian. It's downtown.
It's like an Italian steak place, like because they have
Yeah.
like homemade pastas, but they have really good steaks
And-
and dry aged meats and stuff.
Yeah. So they make everything on this like open fire grill over red ash. It's a certain kind of wood that
And you
they
can
use
smell it from,
that
like,
they
4 blocks
import.
away.
Okay.
Yeah. I haven't been there, but every person that has, like, I'm a little jealous of. So I'll give you that one.
So I went there on my birthday, so that's
Right.
You got to justify it somehow. Me and my girlfriend got a bunch of stuff and just kind of shared it all. And
Yeah. Oh, that's the only way to
So
eat. If
good.
I go out with somebody and they won't share,
like, why did I even invite you?
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm like, we were friends, but
If
obviously,
I can't have half your plate,
I don't even need half. Like,
Right.
you know
Come
what I mean?
on
Like
now.
sometimes that dish that you think looks good, but you're afraid to splurge on it. I'm always the guy that's like, doesn't this look good?
Let's
like,
do it.
I do that. Like,
Yeah.
like if I take him, like,
Yeah.
don't you want to try that goat
yeah,
thing? And he's like, not really. And I'm like, oh, it sounds so okay. And then I was
Yeah.
like, can I have a bite?
yeah.
Right.
That's my
and
buddy.
then I know for next time.
That's my buddy Carlos and I.
Yeah.
Like anytime we go somewhere, it's like, do you see that thing? Like, I don't think I could eat that and this, but like,
So you guys just order 3 entrees,
yeah.
one each, and
No,
then
no,
yeah.
no. He just convinces me to order an entree I don't really want so that he can try it.
Yeah,
That's
why
usually
not? and split the cost.
Yeah.
Even though
No,
you
he
didn't touch
pays
it.
for
I usually pay. You've got a friend in town. You want them. You've got one meal. They're just in. They've got a 7-hour layover, whatever. And they're like, I want to experience Austin in a meal.
So most of my friends know about my barbecue thing.
Right.
And so I feel like they would be let down if I didn't go that route. So I'd
Okay.
probably do Terry Black's. Because you can, no matter what time of day, you're going to get great barbecue. I don't know if it's necessarily a culture shock, but when people are used to barbecue from other places in this, either in the state or in the country, they're used to having more sides than just beans, potato salad, and coleslaw. And so that's another place that I can go to Terry Black's and know that, okay, they can get their mac and cheese and stuff with their brisket and everyone's happy. So probably Terry Black's or some equivalent. If it's in the morning, I'm going to Valentina's. But if they're coming later in the day, I'll probably go to Terry Black's.
All right. It's date night, not Red Ash. We've already been there.
Not Red Ash.
It's anniversary. It's something special. It's not just regular date night.
Girlfriend's birthday.
It's a birthday. It's anniversary. It's
You know what? I kind of like the feel, the vibe, and the food at Chez-Zee.
Oh, okay.
I think that's a cool, it's kind of underrated. That's another place no one ever talks about. It's been around for 30 some odd years.
Brunch is pretty good there.
Yeah. They have one of my favorite pasta dishes in Austin. It's not authentic Italian or anything, but it's one of my favorite pasta dishes.
Which is?
The Sharon's angel hair pasta.
okay, and that has
It's good stuff. It's just it's kind of like an Alfredo in a way, but it's more of a buttercream sauce as opposed to a cheesy Alfredo.
Okay.
gotcha.
You can add chicken and whatever you want, whatever protein you like.
Let's talk about and we'll end with this one. What's your wild card?
I think I'm gonna go with Ounce Tap House.
Oh, I love it.
We just went
we
there
just
like
went
a month
there.
ago.
Dude,
I
That place
live
is
right there.
legit.
Yeah, that's where I live.
If you go and get the wings, just ask them to double fry them, and they're probably some of the best in town.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, all the beers and everything else.
Yeah, it's kind of
Self-poured.
cool. So the concept is you get a little card when you get there, right? And you swipe your card,
Right.
And
you put it in the machine,
right,
and then you pay
And it
per
unlocks
ounce.
the tap.
That's
Yeah.
right.
And you pour it yourself.
Yeah.
And it's the first one in Texas because this wasn't legal until I think March of this year or something.
Interesting.
And they actually opened right after it became legal.
good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff. I love the Real Deal Holyfield. That's a good.
Dude.
That's a good.
Hands down.
And some good OG.
I will give a shout out though to Taco Joint. I think
Taco Joint's good.
they're kind of an underrated spot
Austin
too.
Eater just
Yeah.
mentioned them a couple weeks ago.
Seen a lot of
So
changes.
good stuff.
Yeah.
Some good recommendations.
Awesome. Yeah.
And that's here's why we bring in people, because there's always different perspectives. He's been here 14 years and no one said go try the fried chicken at Bill Miller.
No.
I hope no
Send
one
me
ever
your
says
DMs
it again.
if you hate it. But I will say find the ones that are the old school looking joints. So evidently they're building new ones and stuff out in Cedar Park and Leander. Skip the newer looking buildings. Go to those ones that you're kind of questionable.
Why? Because the oil's been there forever?
Probably.
Yeah.
There we go.
Everything's better if it's
If
been there a while.
Like that burger joint in Connecticut or whatever that's had the same grease for their fried burgers since 1920.
Yankee Stadium that took the hot dog water from the last stadium and brought it to the new one.
Yeah. There's just nothing like seasoned hot dog
Whatever.
water. And with that, good night.
Good night.
Cause you won't tame us. This is how we holding Austin. We won't never change up. Hey, 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 hey.